It's wonderful to have you all join us. My name is Zoe Otero Martinez. I'm the Deputy Director of Public Affairs, and I get the privilege of working with the Office of Civic Engagement, who hosts this event. So those of you who are here for the One Albuquerque Volunteer Award know a little bit more about them because you've probably set up an account on the One Albuquerque Volunteer site. Our One Albuquerque Award is a special award that we do have to recognize members of the community who just, not just one time, but seemingly they live their life going above and beyond in special ways. And so we're just thrilled to be able to combine the One Albuquerque Volunteer Award with the One Albuquerque Award, and today's special because we're combining that with another that I'll let Mayor talk about. So it's just wonderful to have you all here. We run these recognition events out in community. It would have been fun today to do one at the airport because I know we have a Sunport ambassador because the airport's such a beautiful space, and the work that the ambassadors do is really, really critical to sharing that One Albuquerque spirit with people that visit here. So we've had them at the Albuquerque Garden Center. We've hosted them at, I'm trying to remember all of the great, thank you, Solid Waste for our Solid Waste volunteers. Thank you, Anne. And so it's really great. These come together with the help of a committee who reviews the One Albuquerque Award nominations. So if you're on that committee, if you would just wave your hand to the group, thank you so much. And then the Volunteer Advisory Board, who is managed and staffed by Mariah Harrison. So if you're here with the Volunteer Advisory Board, if you would just wave to all of our guests, that would be wonderful. Thank you. So it is very special to have these here in Mayor's office and Mayor's conference room. And I'm going to turn it over right now to the Mayor. So thank you again. And I hope you have a wonderful time recognizing the beautiful things that make us all One Albuquerque. Mayor Keller.
All right, all right, well, good morning, everyone. Thanks so much for being here, and welcome to your mayor's office. And this is a wonderful tradition now that we've had, goodness, I think almost for about 7 years. And the tradition is based on fundamentally the actual One Albuquerque spirit, this idea that we're all in this town together, and we all find ways to help each other in big and small. And we should also tell those stories to each other, meaning not like to each of us here in the room, but as a community that we should tell those stories to each other to just remind us how special it is to be in community with folks who are doing such good work. And it's also meant to inspire others. And so that's the other thing, because I know almost every award winner or everyone we recognize is typically very humble, and they're not obviously doing anything for the recognition, but that's not the point. It's to inspire others and to remind us that we can actually save lives in this case. And also we can help our community. We can find a way that makes sense for us to do it. And that's the kind of inspiration that we want to spread throughout the city. So we want to begin with our first recipient, and I think what may have been mentioned, we had, unfortunately, our actual award winner, one of them cannot be here today, but Amber is certainly part of this story. So we're really going to share that story from the perspective of Officer Fisher and, of course, Vincent. And so I think because of the Amber not being here, I'm going to hand it over to the chief to kind of walk through this. Does that work, or do you want me to? To George. Okay. So George is going to tell the story, and then we'll carry on from there. So Deputy Commander George Vega, come on up.
So good morning, everybody. My name is George Vega. I'm the Deputy Chief over Investigations, and I first wanted to start off and just say what a wonderful award this is for Officer Fisher to be receiving. I look at it, and I was able to read through what happened, and Mr. Baca, that story is amazing. Before we got started here, I got a chance to speak with Mr. Baca and see some of his some pictures from his family. He has 2 twin grandsons. And we started sharing that, and one thing that he told me that is, had it not been for the folks that saved his life, he would have not been able to see those grandkids. And when you look at that, that's what we're all here to do. And I know Chief Medina's in the room, and there's a couple of things that he always talks about. Is on one hand, when you look at police officers have the hand of enforcement. But on the other hand, we're here to help people. We got to be able to break it down and help folks. And when you look at what Officer Fisher did on that day, he was not on duty. Officer Fisher was not on duty, and that's what we expect our officers to do, is no matter where you're at in the community, whether you're wearing this uniform or not, to be out there to lend a helping hand to whoever needs it. And in that instance, Officer Fisher did that off duty. And when you look at that, it's not just what we expect our officers to do. Those are the type of people that we're hiring within the community to be able to come into our community and help whoever needs it. So I just wanted to talk about that piece. This award's a great honor for Officer Fisher to recognize saving somebody's life. That is one of the biggest accomplishments that someone can do, to give another person a chance at life. So just going through the incident, on April 11th of 2023, Officer Mash Fisher arrived at the Choose Fitness Center located at 7400 Indian School to work out. And at that point, he saw that Mr. Baca was working out on an elliptical machine and had fallen between the elliptical machine. Officer Fisher noticed that, dropped everything he had, went over to help him, pulled him away from the elliptical machine, and immediately started assessing him to see what needed to be done. Fortunately, there was also someone there by the name of Amber Logan. Mayor had mentioned her. She works in cardiovascular life support. So that was, I know some of the doctors had told him if this was going to happen, it was either there or the hospital. That was the second best place that it could have happened. And they started rendering aid. Chest compressions for Officer Fisher started giving chest compressions, while Amber got the AED ready to utilize. They continued to give chest compressions. Amber was able to give Mr. Baca the AED, and they were able to bring him back to life. He gets transported to the hospital, and they work on him there. From what I read, CPR went on for 10 minutes. And I don't know if anybody's done CPR, but that is quite the event. And so they continue to give chest compressions and work on him and save his life. So for that, I want to say thank you to Officer Fisher. Mr. Baca, I'm grateful that you're here to be with us today, to share with your grandchildren and everybody in this room. So thank you.
It's just such an amazing story, and I know too, of course, Vincent has his own story of the lives he saves through his work at the Cancer Foundation, and so it's just amazing to see such great people doing such good work, and then they end up helping each other. So, well, with that though, I think Officer Fisher, come on up, because we have a plaque for you. And Vincent, if you want to share any words as kind of the nominator, Chief, I don't know if you want to hand this over as well, but thank you for saving a life.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
You got it. Chief or Vincent, come on up. And actually, Officer, if you want to share anything too, you're welcome to.
It's when I first came in, I didn't even recognize Mr. Baca, and we developed this because we help a lot of people. Been an officer for 23 years and 9 months, and we get to help a lot of people, and we get to know a lot of different situations, and sometimes you forget, the people, like you forget like the faces and whatnot, and I felt bad because when I came in, I didn't recognize him until we sat down next to each other, and when we finally got to meet, and I'm grateful that I had the opportunity. I was brought up in a world of, if I was an officer for however many years, I think I'm going to try to go for 28, almost 29 years. And I was able to do at least one good thing, and then it was all worth it. And I'm thankful for this opportunity to have met Mr. Baca in better circumstances, and to be able to just help him and help his family and give him that opportunity to meet his twin grandchildren. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Officer. Thank you, Chief. Thank you, Officer Fisher. Thank all of you for coming. How do you say thank you for someone who makes it possible, pardon me, for you to be here today? That's what you get for working out. See, I was trying to stay healthy, and and this happens. That's the lesson. Just stop working out. Eat those cookies. Eat the donuts. You're okay. But seriously, it's one of those things. Whoever expects that, you go to the gym, you start working out, you do what you do every morning, and then all of a sudden you wake up in the hospital the next few days. And I'd never even heard that whole account of what happened until just now. I was kind of out of it for a little bit. But thanks to Officer Fisher, I'm able to be here today. I'm able to hold my grandsons who were born later that year. Twin grandsons, which we found out you just had a few weeks ago. Also found out with Officer Fisher, our sons are named Bryce, so that was another great thing here. And go to El Dorado, or my kids went to school at El Dorado, so it's a very small world. But truly, I just want to thank you, and thank you for your wonderful family, and thank all of you. There's other folks being recognized today. The work of volunteers, the work of people who make the community happen every single day. As the mayor said, people don't do it for recognition. They do it to help other people. They help make our community better. And I just think that's something we always have to remember, whether it's little things every single day or giant things, at least to me and to my family, Officer, I appreciate that. I just think we have to continue doing that and helping each other. That's what makes our community better, makes it stronger, and makes us all the reason we're all on this earth. And so again, I just want to thank you all, and thank you for honoring such incredible people. So thanks.
Real quick. We'll get your picture. Oh, sure. Real quick, it's like George Vega said, officers have a balance each and every day. On one hand, we're out there to protect the community, take people to jail, be strong. And on the other hand, you have to have that touch, to be able to touch people's hearts, to be able to help people, to recognize that 90% of the time we're dealing with people on the worst day of their lives, and that we're there to make that day that much better. You saw the emotional part and the emotion involved in it. I think Officer Fisher represents, and I've known him since he first came on. I was actually a sergeant in the area command, and Mike and everybody worked for us on the west side. And I think one of the important things is to see that how it touched him today is how every officer is touched each and every day. And every officer each and every day contacts more people in a positive way than a negative way. And I think it's just a reminder to us that our officers are so much better today than they were 20 years ago. And through this whole process of us evolving a police department, I think the biggest impression that I've gotten from all my people, and the thing I'm proud of the most, is the empathy and the desire to help others that I now see today that is better than any other time. Because we help people, but not to the extent we do today. So I want to thank you, Officer Fisher, for being there. Mr. Bach, I'm glad that he was able to provide a service to you. And I hope that we always remember each and every day that we have to create the right narrative for our officers and ensure that when people talk ill of them, or that they're not out there defending our community, we remember the true stats. And I need every citizen in Albuquerque to start pushing back on the naysayers. Because our officers work hard every day, and we cannot allow people to create the narrative that they're not out there doing the right thing. We are not perfect, but we will hold our people who are not perfect accountable in the appropriate way. But we need the community to defend us and push back on all the false narratives that are out there. So I'm glad we were able to save a life. I'm glad we were able to give you a second chance. And I thank everybody in here for being here today. And I'm glad you got to meet those grandkids. And George and you have that in common, twins. Thanks.
Twin boys.
Love it. Thank you, guys. Okay, we want to transition a little bit here, and this often happens in our One Albuquerque Awards in the sense that we want to acknowledge all kinds of ways that people help the city. Some of them are tear-jerking and life-saving. Some of them are a little bit more joyful. some of them also deal with some of the most challenged communities that we have in our city. And so I think today is the full spectrum. And so next we want to recognize our Volunteer of the Month, Chantelle Martinez. And so she is the founder of Blessed and Beautiful. And she was nominated by her daughter, who I'd love to hear a few words from when we come up. But for the past decade, now I just want to stop there. That's a long time, 10 years. For the past decade, she's organized events that bring community partners together to help prevent child abuse, domestic violence, and bullying, and to provide warm clothing and assistance to folks who are unhoused and living on the street. Now, she's motivated by her own direct and family experiences with some of these issues and simply just wants to make things better for at least one more person. And I have no doubt over a decade of doing this, you have done that for thousands. So thank you so much, and congratulations, and come on up. These are for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Like, there we go, a picture. But we'd love to hear a few words, and if your daughter wants to come up too.
Safira, so this is my daughter Safira. Want to come up?
Do you want me to film for you?
Oh, no, I don't. Thank you. Well, yes, thank you guys so much for doing this for the volunteers that actually really do get out into our community to try to make a difference and be the change that we all wish to see. So I do want to commend the mayor's office for putting this together. Thank you guys. And yes, we have been operating for the past 10 years. What we do is we find issues that are major issues that are happening, like you mentioned, the child abuse awareness, the anti-bullying, now what's happening, there's a lot of gun violence going on, so we are gonna work hard on that and work hard on our youth. And so we do have a lot of events coming up, so if you guys could please follow us at Blessed and Beautiful on Facebook and Instagram. We do team up with a lot of business owners that really come together to help volunteer and donate. So I just want to really mention that it's not me, it's everybody that comes together to make that difference. Every time we go out and we get the volunteers, we get the sponsors, and I just want to thank my daughter Safira for always being there to help as well. Do you have anything to say, honey?
All I wanted to say is I've seen my mom do so many amazing things throughout the years, so it's awesome to finally see her get the recognition that she deserves. She's been working on so many different types of issues, from domestic violence to bullying to, like we're saying now, gun violence. And my generation, I'm 22, so it's hard seeing all the hate in the world, and a lot of the kids I've grown up with go down the wrong path. And so it's amazing to see that we do have officers that care, and we do have people that do care, and the more we work together, the stronger we can build our community to be. I'm just so proud of you, Mom, and thank you for everything that you do for not only me, but for the community, and for helping all the different organizations you do, and I'm just happy to see that you get recognized today.
Thank you, my love. Thank you, guys. And one last thing I'd like to mention is you guys are right about the inspiring. It's all about what we do to inspire other people to be better. So again, please follow us at Blessed and Beautiful, and thank you all for being here, and for all the officers that work very hard to keep our community safe. There's a lot of violence in our city, and so I agree with the chief where we need to push that and let people know that the officers are here to help. And there are those incidences where they might have a bad experience with an officer, but there are great, amazing officers that are here to help. So thank you, guys.
The more we work together, the better our community will be. So thank you.
Yeah. Sure. Well, thank you so much, and I know those needs continue, but whether it's for public safety or whether it's for everything our youth are going through, and so it's grateful to know we have such good folks in the community who are doing this work, and a good reminder of our mission to continue to do more. Now, we want to close out with, sort of, I think, fittingly in the spectrum I described, really just a sheer element of joy, which is the Albuquerque Sunport. So, we have a lot of challenges, but like having a great airport is not one. But part of that reason is because we have an amazing ambassador program. And some of you have seen them. Sometimes they even have dogs. But I know that every time folks come into the airport, we always get compliments about our ambassadors. And today we want to especially honor Jolynn Maestas. And for her, she's been recognized for her distinct cheer and her also value of sharing all the knowledge she has about a vast range of local attractions. And it's amazing how many people I will see at, like, whether sometimes it's Old Town or it's like the doghouse, and like they're like, oh yeah, well I saw this on TV or whatever, but then they're like, the ambassador at the airport kind of walked me through like when to go and how I should go and things like that. And so no doubt I think I have met some folks that you have sent to some hidden gems in Albuquerque. So according to her nominators, Jolynn represents the best of our city and state, and she wants guests to feel welcome and provide the warmth and kindness of a true New Mexican. She has the heart of service and also for volunteering. She does work also with our hospitals and our neighborhood association. And so thank you for spreading joy to visitors who visit our town, and also just straight up representing Burque in the way that we love. So Jolynn, come on up. Congratulations. Share a few words.
Well, I want to thank you for the nomination. I know the people that nominated me. I want to thank you very much. The volunteer, I'm a 30-year retiree of the city, and my last 6 years I was a volunteer coordinator for open space, where I recruited people to go out in the open space, and including in the police areas, to help people, whether it was picking up trash or whether it's because there was a lost dog or a lost item or whatever. Anyway, that was a lot of fun. At the airport now, I'm an ambassador, but I'm also part of the Visit Albuquerque program, who gives out information on everything from Albuquerque to Santa Fe, all over the state, on things to do and where to go. So I'm considered an expert in where's a good place to go eat in Albuquerque. Anyway, it's a lot of fun. People are very much nervous or afraid at the airport. People have never been to an airport, old, young, all ages. And it's just so easy to look at somebody and give them a smile and say, it's okay. Let me walk you over and show you where to get the taxi, where to get the Uber. People, it's not comical, but it's a nice feeling to do the little things to help people and to make them feel like it's okay and it's not a dumb question. There's the more difficult things, like dealing with TSA can be difficult with people if they forgot their phone on the other side in the bathroom. So we have to go and track that down. But we can do it. We can do it. That sounds like a lot. One of the other volunteer things I did for several years was I was the volunteer coordinator at one of the local hospitals for the baby cuddlers. And we had 85 baby cuddlers, and these were not healthy babies. These were the sick babies. Some of them didn't even have parents because they would be drug babies. And I had 85 volunteers, 24 hours a day, that would go in and hold babies and feed them and love them to death. And men and women would do it. But that was really rewarding, in that we gave so much back to these poor little infants. And parents, too, that were struggling and afraid of their babies being in the hospital. But yes, the Albuquerque Airport is a beautiful, beautiful place. Every day people come up and say, what a beautiful place. This has changed so much and it looks so great. So and I give them a tour of the art there too. So yes, and I do feel like I'm a bit of an expert. I'm born and raised in Albuquerque, so I do know my way around town and around the airport, old and new, and so I feel really good about, just like I say, it's the little things that help people. The littlest questions or the big questions, it doesn't matter. All of us volunteers at the airport we all just reach out and help, and we do a pretty good job. Thank you. Thank you.
I love the just connection with open space too. So that work continues. Well, we're going to conclude our recognitions today. And so I just want to, again, thank everyone so much for coming, but most importantly for representing the best of Albuquerque, whether it's during very tough times or whether it's for visitors who come here. And truly, it's always a reminder of, I love living here. And it's because of, obviously, this place, but most importantly, the people in it. And this is always such a great example of why I think we all love living here. And for myself, like many of you, I'm fortunate. I'm blessed to be born here. And so we want to make sure that hopefully this inspires others. As I mentioned before, we always want to plug that we do this. We try and do this every month. So if you know of other people doing good work, please nominate them. And lastly, there are a lot of city employees here who either help with volunteers or do nominations, obviously police officers too, but I do want to thank everyone who works at the city that we love. So thank you so much and enjoy the rest of the week, and God bless.